Hey, what's up? Mm, Don't tell me this town ain't got no heart. You just got to look around. That's the theme. That's the seed. That's the idea around which we can set up our gratitude this morning. Um, I was journaling this morning or writing a blog or whatever you want to call it, and just think it's up for me. So, given this is my little opportunity to talk, um, it's really important I think, to understand that your access to gratitude is often where you're not grateful. You know, I think in the way I don't want to be the old man on the lawn, you kids, but in TikTok, Instagram culture, pop culture, gratitude journal culture, it's a very superficial, just sort of, and you're supposed to be grateful. It's a little bit of a, how are you? Fine. I'm fine. How are you? Fine. And there's no real space for people to, you're either bitching and complaining and whining, and then you're labeled a bitcher, a complainer, or a whiner, uh, or you really are a bitcher, complainer, or whiner. You're being that way and you're not committed to resolving it. But there's no real conversation for, that's a pathway to gratitude, is what you're not grateful for. That if you can be with what you're not grateful for, if you can be with what is an upset around you, or what you're sad about, or what you're feeling anger toward, if you can sit with those feelings, there are things to be grateful for right around them in those areas. And you could have both. And I think you need to have both. I don't think it's ever going to be one way or the other. And I don't think the point is to have nothing I'm not grateful for around. Um, and discovering that line between wallowing and allowing, you just got to poke around. You got to feel it out. So I don't know. That was on my mind when this morning before I opened the call. Oh, and I don't know if that'll come up in the meditation or not, but I just wanted to get it out of my head. So there you go. That's what's on my mind. And as always, I'd love to hear what's on your mind. You just have to type it out or message me or call me or something. But in the meantime, let's get settled in and see if we can't create the space of some gratitude around us, and uh, set the tone for our day. Okay, so you can close your eyes, and sort of move in your body to let go of the excess energy that may be there. Maybe tap your feet on the floor, wiggle your butt. Mm. Deep breath. Let that excess energy just go. And settle in. Feel your butt in the seat. Find your balance, left to right, front to back. Finding a posture that's alert but not stiff. Allowing the shoulders to drop from the ears. Dropping the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Letting the jaw go slack. And as you just settle in, scan the body with your awareness, with your attention. Any part of the body calling for your awareness, wants your attention, you can just bring your attention to it and sit with no judgment, not trying to change it. Maybe smile gently at that body part and just sit and listen for what it wants to say. And bringing to mind an area that's frustrating to you or gratitude seems to be missing, maybe something you're sad about or you have anger toward or doesn't let's not have it be some traumatic incident, but just something in your life that you might be worried about it or upset about it. It's got no heart, no love for you in that. Now notice how you feel about that area, where you feel that in your body and what it feels like. You know, if you have anger or you have sadness or you have fear or worry, just where in the body do you feel that? What does it feel like? Sitting with that area, how that feels for you, and just being with it, noticing it. I know sometimes it's difficult to be with hard feelings. That's why they're hard feelings. Hmm. But you can just notice it in the body and remain aware of it. Notice, does it have a shape or a color to it? Hmm. You might start moving from being sad or being angry to having sadness, having anger. It's right. You do have it. Notice, there it is in your body. You have it. Hmm. Noticing around this area, things may come up. Thoughts, actions to take, thoughts about actions to take, ideas. You can just let them sit. You'll remember them or you won't, but just notice them. You're not trying to fix this, you're not trying to change it. You really are simply acknowledging its existence in your life. There it is. And it feels this way in the body. And noticing, poking around a little bit, around the edges sometimes of the area or the issue. There might be something next door there is to be grateful for. Just sometimes asking the question, if I were to be grateful for something around this issue, what might it be? Just breathing into the edges, seeing what you see. You know, if it's someone you're angry with, do you also love them? If it's just something you're worried about, is there anything around it that there is to be grateful for? And the answer may be no, not right now, and that's okay. But if there is something, there is. And you can have both things. You can have the worry and the opportunity. You can have the love and the anger. You can have the fear and the challenge. You can have both. This is just a practice of sitting and noticing both. And if there is gratitude there and you are noticing that, you can sort of ask, see, notice, does that have a shape or a color or a place in the body? Identifying that and giving that some reality. Just noticing what's there about it. What's the experience? Hmm. Just noticing what it's like to have both, and is one bigger than the other now, and how you can play with that. You can return to these anytime you like. You're welcome to come back and poke around some more. For now, just take another couple of breaths and open the eyes. Come on back. There you go. Oh, I'd love to hear your reflections on that. Anything you see about that? Giving yourself some space to have upset, or to even move from I am upset to I have upset. It's a really potent skill set to have. And then from I have upset, you can then to look to see, well, what else do I have? You probably have something to be grateful for in that. See, once you're not upset and you have an upset, you can then look to see, okay, well, do I have gratitude too? And then from I have gratitude, you can move into being grateful. It's a little scale. Don't tell me this town ain't got no heart. You just got to poke around. I like that meditation. All right. Groovy doovy, people. I'd love to hear what you see in that, what you noticed in that. Any reflections? I'm not hard to get a hold of on any of the platforms you happen to be watching this on. And what else, Buttercup? Oh, yeah. Practice, man. Practice. Without practice, none of this makes any difference. So catch yourself 2 or 3, 4 times today, stopping the action, seeing if you can't notice the experience you're in, and see if you can't move toward gratitude. That's all I got. I'll be here tomorrow, same time. Peace out, people.